Yes. I'm coming. Calm down. Yes? And you're bothering me because... Well, come on. Spit it out. Shelter. Do you often trouble strangers when you get a little wet? It's barely even raining. Say I do help. What do I get in return? Oh, stop blethering. This is ridiculous. I'm just going to bargain on my porch as the heat gets out. Come inside. We'll discuss there. Stand on the stone and don't drip on the rug. Now, who are you? You don't look like any messenger I've seen. You're certainly off the beaten path for that duty anyway. But let's not get distracted. What do you have for me? Yes, payment, remuneration, a fee for services rendered. Do you see a collection box outside? Do you believe me a charity? I have lived long enough to become a cantankerous elder, but I also understand my worth, so I expect a return on my efforts. Of course, if you were a peasant, I wouldn't expect anything save for some wool or grain. But given you've outed yourself with having a reasonable income, it's not unreasonable to ask for something in return. Coin? What good have I for coin? Do you see where I live? The forest you travelled through has no marketplace that I'm aware of. Look around you, stranger. I need paints, colours, or at least minerals for colours. You're a messenger. Have you ink? Writing tools, maybe wax. Is it so strange? See these works of mine, these stained fingers. There's more to life than riches, my friend. Well, as you're a messenger, perhaps you can convey some goods to me without my needing to expend the effort. What colours do you have? Well, what colours decorate the halls of... where is it you're from? Yes, from there. What kind of red? Burnt umber or Venetian red? What else do you have? Blue? Like ultramarine? That does pique my interest. I see. Perhaps you could have a word with your steward or quartermaster, and we could come to an arrangement. I think you've dried off enough. Take a seat and make yourself comfortable. I will consider. Satisfy a man's curiosity, if you will. Which house do you serve? Your heraldry is a mess. House Wilchester. They owe me a spectrum of colours already from my last endeavour with them, however long ago that was. I've been out of malachite for months, and it's unlikely I'll receive any for several more. Have you any concept of how expensive it is? Perhaps it is just as well you've chanced across me. No, I expect not. My supplier will only have scraps to satisfy my requirements, and even then it'll take me a few days to refresh the doorway there. Yes, an entryway, a threshold. Don't they tell you anything? Or are you just another lacking lickspittle that disturbs my peace? Spare me your indignancy. Do you even know to whom you speak? You've some bite to you, I'll give you that. But I am more than some paint-obsessed hermit in the woods. You see my works here, presented before you? Do you believe that these are the simple art of a recluse? Does one so uninterested in the world reproduce it through charcoal, oil, and water? See here. See the brushstrokes, the passion, the vivid evocation of landscapes, of people, of life. These are safeguards, stranger, a resistor to the erosion of time, moments captured within canvas that their unique beauty may be preserved. You genuinely don't know who I am, do you? Were you not educated in my actions? Answer me this. Who created the birefringent runes? The radiant exchange. What of the prismic gamut? Ah, I see you're putting two and two together. I'm glad you're finally beginning to see... What? Who's Ivilius? No, I created these things. Countess? Countess who? Upon what commission? That's not a name I recognize. And she rules? What you tell me is troubling. The credit for my great works is being usurped, and a new house has risen without my knowledge. What year is it? I've been absent for too long. Does the painterly tower remain, at least? It is impossible to miss, proud and imperial upon its perch, overseeing the capital. It's to the north. It serves as a beacon. No tower, only ruins. Something has moved against me, and I have been lax. I shall not make the same mistake again, but with luck I will be able to undo this damage. Whatever charge you had before has become secondary, stranger. You work for me now. Yes, I can, and I will. I cannot understate my concern. If these works are untended to, or worse, still misappropriated, then I cannot begin to... You draw upon me. I overstep nothing, stranger. Do not unsheathe your steel against me again, lest I add you to my mortal palate. But since you so insist, I will substantiate my claim. Here, this is my accord with your country, signed, dated, and verified in blood, one of the few drops I will spare for your imperial ambition. Does this satisfy you? Yes, 12 years ago, if I am correct. I remain, even when not much else does, not even decency. Do you believe me now? Well, even if you don't, this should demonstrate my good standing, if nothing else. Good. Now come, assistant. It would appear I have a reputation to rebuild and a charlatan to dismount. Your first lesson, should you heed it, is to watch the way the colors run together. Are you aware of what I am doing? No, I am not painting a dry fresco, though points for trying. I am painting something a great deal more. Here, take this. Come on, hurry now. Take this brush and refresh the color just there. That's it. You've used a brush before, haven't you? Good then. It shouldn't be too difficult. Be gentle. You're retouching, not repainting. This is not some paltry child scrawl, but fine art. Gently, gently. Caress it. Don't stab it. Follow the lines with a fine tip. Allow the colours to mingle. Here, watch me. See? Now you try. There. There, that's it. Keep doing that. Cover from here to here. I will do the remainder. Do not think for a moment that this work is beneath you. You are not a mere plasterer, assistant. It is one of the highest callings one can have. It is an honor. I am assuming you know how to defend yourself. You are quick to draw steel, which is not always useful. Sufficient, if only that. But in the realm of my speciality, it will be as much use as a wax helmet. Art and its correspondence make a mockery of mortal warfare. There. That should do it. Pass me that and take a few steps back. I'd spend more time on this, but I must see what damage has been done. It may take a moment. Do you know what this is? Terrible shame. Then you've much to learn. You and the rest of the world, it would appear. How do you propose we return? By horse? By going out there, in that weather? Not in the least. Besides, I don't like wasting time. Now, follow me. So they dismantled my tower. Yes, what is it? Yes, that's the capital. What about it? Oh, you can go back through if you really want to, and take the long route. But I'd wager it another 2 weeks' travel by my guess, at least. Now, let's have a look at these. Unbelievable. They dismantled this at the runic level. I specifically worked these to stay together. I'll have to do it all over again. Is your offer of ultramarine still valid? I'll be needing it. Do you need a moment to compose yourself? You look flushed. You will need to control yourself better if this is how you respond to my art. You're taking me seriously now. Did that signed treaty not seem to suit your tastes? Oh, you thought me quite mad, didn't you? You wouldn't be the first, and undoubtedly not the last. It is just as well that you humoured this old quack. The city has changed. It was barely a fraction of this size when I last stood here, though if for the better, I'm yet to determine. My reason for leaving are my own. A story for another time, perhaps. I can't imagine what the political landscape is like now. It may be advantageous for the time being that I am unknown, so it is a stroke of good fortune that I have you here. When would Wilchester expect you to return to normal duties? We have time, then? Can I expect your affiliation to interfere with my intentions? Then your duties are as follows. Locate a paint merchant for me, particularly those of the East. I am in need of fresh sources. I need only their details. I will meet them myself. Your trifling legality is not my concern, only the quality of paint. Your law only applies to those who choose to be bound by it, and I do not. But you needn't worry. I have a saying for this, as much as necessary and as little as possible. Dealing with the law is an exhausting activity and often more trouble than it's worth. Now, we are burning sunlight. We must be off. Oh, well, I'll be investigating my old haunts, of course. We can meet as the sun begins to set, and I will relieve you of what information you've found. Just one more thing. You'll undoubtedly need this. Your surprise is unwarranted. I said that I have no need for coin, but I am familiar with your mortal flaws. Consider this a stipend for now. You will be rewarded if your service is sufficient. And here's another thing. A totem of my will. Place it around your neck. I will call if needed, but do not waste my time with trivial pursuits. I can revoke it and more if you prove to be more trouble than you're worth. My goals are my own. That is sufficient for you to know for now. We will convene later by that cathedral. I recall them laying the first bricks, you know. I wonder if the gargoyles are still conversational. Nothing you need to concern yourself with. Let us be off.